Yeah, I'm sure it is. Morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. I do appreciate you tuning in this morning. It's going to be a fun show. My guest over here, you can see, is Quinn Bible of Salt and Strings. We'll talk to him in just a few minutes as we're going to learn how to eat meat. This is if you don't know how to eat meat when you're 51 and my size, you're not thinking. But we're going to learn all kinds of new things with Quinn. It'll be a fun show. We're going to do all that here in just a few minutes as it is Monday, May 14th. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV here in Flora on channel 100 and or channel 25. Also in Salem on channel 3. And also, we do appreciate all you folks watching on YouTube as well at the Big Talk with Bruce Dickey channel. What's going on today? Monday, May 14th at Sisney, the Sisney Rehabilitation and Healthcare Center will be celebrating National Nursing Home Week all week long. And today, they're going to have a piano with Betty Wheat. That'll be at 10 o'clock. And then homemade pie tasting at 2 o'clock. You don't want to miss the homemade pie tasting. What else going on here closer to Flora at the Flora Rehab Center? Linda Halloran was telling me they're going to have the big balloon launch for it honors the veteran residents at the Flora Rehabilitation Healthcare Center. And again, that's going to be at 10 o'clock this morning. So if you're on your way there, you got a little time, but you might want to start thinking about getting rolling. At Olney today, they are holding in the Carl Richland Memorial Hospital Auxiliary Fundraiser, and that is it's an Arbonne and Tupperware fundraiser. Is Arbonne another Tupperware type of product or something?
I believe that's a healthcare product.
Arbonne's a healthcare product?
If I'm not mistaken.
I don't pay attention to
I don't know.
I
think it's like an Advocare. Sort of thing.
I don't have any idea what that is. All right, well,
I don't need to go. But cool. I think that there's something related there.
I wasn't putting you on the spot yet, Quinn. We'll talk to you here in a minute.
If it's not about meat or making sausage, I don't know.
All right. That's good. Also, by the way, that goes on over in Olney from 8 o'clock, I believe, till 4 o'clock. Olney, also at the Carl Richland Memorial in Olney, they're going to have their area diabetic support group meeting. That is today at 2 o'clock. And the topic is emergency plan and travel tips for the diabetic. So that's always good to have in mind. Here in the city of Flora, it's cleanup days. Today is a regular trash day, but cleanup days will be accumulated unwanted trash will be picked up at no extra charge. Electronic items will not be accepted, but may be taken down to secure processors. So again, cleanup day going on here in Flora today. What's on television here? Of course, we are a Wabash Communications cable company. Big season finale tonight for Lucifer. I know a lot of folks enjoy that show. Also, on the CW tonight at 7 o'clock, it's Supergirl and iZombie at 8 o'clock on the CW. The Terror on AMC tonight. Now, if you don't want zombies or terror or superheroes or Satan or something like that, I like at 7 o'clock tonight on PBS's Antiques Roadshow.
Oh, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong with
Little Roadshow.
Isn't that fun when you see somebody who thinks they've got this piece of garbage and all of a sudden it turns out these are Ben Franklin's glasses? That's fun. That's a good time. So that stuff coming on television tonight as well. Tonight in the sports, it'll be it's the Cubs playing this afternoon. That'll be on NBC Sports Channel at channel 643. That'll be at 1:20. It is Julio Teheran versus Jose Quintana for the Cubs. So they are playing the Atlanta Braves, Julio Teheran. Also tonight, the NHL Conference Finals are well underway. It's Game 2 for the Golden Knights versus the Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg leads that series 1-0. That at 7 o'clock on NBC Sports Channel 216. And the NBA Conference Final starts tonight between Golden State and and the Houston Rockets. The Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets with Game 1 tonight. The Western Conference is going to be on TNT all week long. I think that's channel 633. And the Eastern Conference Finals will be on ESPN all for the whole series there. So you'll always know where to look. And I believe they're all starting at 8 o'clock every night whenever they're not playing weekend games. So the Boston Celtics just crushed the Cavaliers yesterday, surprised them, and they lead 1-0. This is Game 1 between Golden State and Houston, which ought to be just a knockout series. My name is Bruce Dickey. That's Quinn Bible. We'll talk to you here in just a minute. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about all kinds of butchering when we do return. You got to love good butchering.
Yeah, you got
to love good butchering. And Quinn and I will be back. We're going to talk about all that kind of stuff when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after these.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust. Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
My name is Rose. Smoking caused my lung cancer. I was on chemo and radiation. They took part of my lung out, and they put this in me to drain the fluid. Every day I prayed that they would remove it. My tip is be careful what you wish for. That chest tube hurt a lot more coming out than it did going in.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. Do appreciate you tuning in here on Wabash Catch TV. My guest over here is Quinn Bible. He is a owner and operator, along with his lovely wife Samantha, of the Salt and Strings in Louisville. And we're going to talk all kinds of stuff today, but mainly butchering. How you doing, Quinn? Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, buddy. That's great.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me the Quinn Bible story.
You want the truth?
No, I just want what's entertaining. I just want what's fun. You just tell me what's good.
Well,
North Clay boy.
North Clay boy, yeah. Born and raised in Louisville. Graduated class of 2012.
Okay.
After graduation, moved down to Nashville, Tennessee. Got to stretch my legs down there for a while.
Okay.
About 4 years. Got married.
What school?
I went to school at Vol State University. That's in Gallatin, about 20 minutes kind of northeast of Nashville. Pursued a degree in basically music entertainment, production.
A lot of folks doing that in Nashville, don't they?
Hey, there's a lot of competition down there, buddy.
That's the thing, you
go down there thinking you can rip on one, and then you learn that you surely cannot.
How quickly did it take you to realize the talent level?
It would have been probably the first weekend I went out, and just went down to Broadway, and the guy who's playing for tips down there, and he's just absolutely smoking on it. You know what I mean? Just making it sound
and
awesome.
You realize
I need to go home and practice. Or I should have paid more attention in music class when I was a kid or something like that. But no, man, it was awesome. I enjoyed every bit of it. Got to be in a few bands down there. And
tell me about the missus. She from down there?
Yeah, she's from Mount Juliet.
Oh, okay.
She's from Gladeville, Tennessee, but Mount Juliet's just kind of it's a starting to become a really big deal down there, right outside of Nashville. So yeah, she grew up down there, and we met at school. And man, we dated for a couple of years, and then we got married in August 2016.
So, and you started the butcher shop. Well, you purchased the butcher shop.
Purchased the butcher, yeah. So
around the same time.
Yeah, pretty much. It happened really fast. Too fast sometimes.
Newlyweds. Something else.
I quit my job. We both quit our jobs because we had purchased the store.
You were down there.
Down there, yep. So we were in Nashville. We got married in August. Purchased the store. Went on a honeymoon. Got back. Started work the next week.
That's great.
Started training with Mike.
Wow. See, now that's cool.
Yeah.
Mike was big help, wasn't he?
Oh man, he's a mentor.
How long did he do it?
I would say he was in the business for 30 years.
Yeah.
He started out working for Warren Dawkins.
Okay.
And then Mike kind of went out on his own, and he owned a store in St. Peter and the store that is in Louisville, and eventually just kind of went all into the Louisville store.
Well, the store in Louisville was originally, 1950s?
It's 1944 the building was built, and it was a Kroger store. Which not a lot of Krogers floating around. That's a thing in the South.
Yeah,
And it's funny because Samantha's dad is a higher up in Kroger.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of weird that our store was a Kroger store. So that's kind of a fun fact. But yeah, it was a Kroger store from like 44 to I'm not going to comment on that because I don't know how long it went, but I know then it was a Burke's Market.
Okay.
And then Burke's had it up until Mike bought it, I think, in the late 70s. And then Mike had it all the way up until 2016.
And when you right, heck, it's on your shirt. Illinois' finest premium meats.
Trust
Trust
what you meet.
Trust what you meet.
Everybody's like, what does that?
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't.
Tell me what that means.
Trust what you mean. I guess
you didn't come up with that, did you?
There was some help on that. My good friend Miles, he helped me with that. But I think it's all about trust your butcher. Pursue local meat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And question your supermarket beef because it is. I'm talking big chains, Walmart beef, stuff like that. And those are all fine and dandy, and I understand that they have their place. But in a small town like this, and just the trade of butchery, it's a thing that's kind of going out of style.
Right.
And it was such a big deal back in the, from the beginning of butchery.
You know what's really to me interesting about it? Have you ever been to Europe at all?
Have I ever been to Europe? No, I have not. I would love
Germany,
to.
In Germany and in France, they still have, each town still has their local butcher.
Exactly.
It's entirely different from the United States, where a town like Flora or a town like Fairfield, or
right,
for that matter, even the larger town like Mount Vernon or Salem,
they
don't have their local butcher anymore. And bringing this back to Louisville is so unusual and to me just a great idea.
It's
because I've seen it. Because I've been to Germany and I've seen it work, and it looks really cool when you go to the butcher.
I mean it's a trade. It is an artistic expression, like the charcutier in France. You know, what I mean, that stuff is a lifelong journey to get that product right there. You know, just the teaching that went into it, and just the ingredients, and man, there's so much that goes into butchery.
We see now. Okay, so folks are hearing you say the occasional question of the supermarket butchery,
right?
And the reason you have questions about that is really is it origin of meat or how the beef is treated, or the different porks?
I just believe the closer you can get to the source, the better the product is going to be. So when we get in beef from whatever farmer we buy from that week, or pork or whatever it is, man, that's from just a few miles away. And then supermarket beef can sometimes travel up to from California at the feedlot out west all the way to the packing plant in Colorado, then from Colorado all the way to the shipping unit wherever that might be, maybe in Indiana somewhere, and then it comes to your wrapped package.
So and all that takes time.
It takes a lot of time. There's some pack dates on there that are you got to. Well, I mean, they are trying to. They remain safe. Yeah, of course. I mean, they remain safe. Exactly. But you don't know the farmer. You don't know the farmer, and there's something about supporting local economy like that. And you've got your own herd. Yes. Well, I'm starting my own herd. Which I've been herds, I guess. Yeah, not just cattle. You've also started a farm back in what it had been last spring. Started driving fence and put up 20 acres of fence with my brother and my dad, and we just got cows immediately. Had cows for about 20 minutes, and they already got out of the fence. I spent like 3 months putting this fence up in the cold. Driving the fence post, driving in the frozen ground, cutting your teeth on that. You know what I mean? And you like drive by these old fences. You go out towards like Iola and stuff, and the guys that actually used to cut, hedge or whatever it was that they would do, and man, drive those like that, respect to them. You know what I mean? Because we were using T-post, and we kind of took it easy way out on a few things, but that's work, man. The fence part. But got the cows in, cows came in, the backed in, unloaded the trailer, they take off running. You know what I mean? Sure, it's just they find the one spot in the fence and they get out, and I'm like, this is not going so well. They're not stupid animals, are they? They're not. They're not, especially hogs. Hogs are really smart. Hogs are really smart. They are extremely smart. Got 22 hogs. I've probably finished off about 4 or 5 groups of hogs since we've had it, because there's a quick turnaround. Yeah, it takes about 5-6 months. 5-6 months maybe, just depending on the weight that we get them in. And it's nice because my brother's wife, she owns a sow farm, so we buy all of our stuff from her, all of our feeder pigs, and finish those out. And do you have a genetics? I was going to say, do you have a preferred breed? This is like a Duroc cross with a white hog. When I say white hog, I mean like a landrace or like a great white, or it's kind of that in itself is a hybrid. But the Duroc is kind of the thing that's been cool to see in the genetic pool, because man, the marbling's in the. You've ever seen a pork loin that just looks dry? You know what I mean? There's not a lot of marbling, and man, we get these hogs in, and there's marbling in the chop, and when you throw it on that grill, I mean, it's just. We're going to explain to folks who don't realize the importance of marbling. Fat is flavor. Fat is fun. Fat is flavor. That's exactly right. There's two sides of that, because consumers do enjoy lean beef too, and lean pork. That's right. That's kind of the commodity stuff. But there is something to be said about an inch of fat on a pork chop. if you know what you're doing with it.
If you know what to do, yeah. That's the thing.
Because it can just be a lot of fat in your face, and that's not really enjoyable sometimes. You know what I mean?
That's exactly right. That's Quinn Bible. I'm Bruce Dickey. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV in Salem on Channel 3, in Louisville and Flora on Channel 100 or Channel 25, depending on whether you have fiber. We're going to talk about all kinds of more stuff about butchering. When we return, Quinn and I will be back right after these messages.
It's my choice. It's my choice. It's my choice.
So many of our county residents have treatment or surgeries done at larger hospitals. What they don't always realize is that they have a choice to select where they can have physical therapy or any number of post-operative treatments and follow-ups. Clay County Hospital is your choice. Talk with your specialist, surgeon, or primary care provider and let them know that you want to stay close to family, friends, and most importantly, home.
Clay County Hospital, your #1 choice in healthcare.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone services required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for 2 or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
At Wabash Communications, our goal is simple, to keep people connected. And today we are doing just that, better than ever, by delivering the latest technology and personal service only a local provider can offer. We offer services anywhere from fast, reliable internet, TV services, and home monitoring solutions to crystal clear local and long-distance phone service. Wabash continues the commitment we started back in 1952, delivering a great connection to the most important people we know, our customers. So choose Wabash, the local service from people you can trust.
It already.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. This is Quinn Bible. We're talking about, he is the owner and operator, or one of the owner-operators of Salt and Strings up in Louisville. And he and Samantha Bible run that butcher shop. And we've been talking about all kinds of things. We haven't even gotten to your, I don't know what your favorite thing is.
My favorite thing?
What is your favorite thing of being a butcher?
Oh my gosh.
By the way,
that is a tough question.
I tried the teriyaki and Asian teriyaki bratwurst the other day. That was really, really good.
It's got a lot of different names. It's some people call it the Hawaiian brat.
The Hawaiian brat. It doesn't have the. You've got a pineapple brat separately.
It makes them feel tropical, I guess. I don't know. That's why I say this is the closest thing you're going to get to Hawaii.
That's probably the closest I'm going to get to Hawaii. I'm about to tell you that. Do you like making the brats, or do you like working with the beef more?
I like making sausage. That's fun.
Really?
Because you're taking a bunch of different ingredients and obviously fresh pork and through the process of grinding it up, adding those seasonings in, the magic that happens right there.
See, now that you keep talking about this magic and this artistry, and I'm just hoping that people realize that the difference in quality
it's tough
you come
making
to with somebody who actually cares about what they're doing.
Yeah, it is tough making sausage, and like I told you earlier, I've made a lot of bad sausage.
How much? All right, how much bad sauce? How much do you when you're testing? Okay, because you've got what 10 different varieties in the case now.
And they're kind of seasonal. Like I always have the pineapple teriyaki, the Illini land. That's our cooked German style brat. But I'm always experimenting with new stuff too, but like you said, probably 10
and all the bratwurst in that. If you walk into Salton Springs and you walk past the cash registers to the bratwurst case, there are
the two coffin cases is what they call them.
Yeah, that's right. And there are a variety, and you're making all of them.
Making all of these in house,
and you're basically testing it. You're making different bratwurst all the time.
Right, all the time. And taking the ones that we think are good, but trying to make them better. You know what I mean? Whether that's adding fresh pineapple juice or, another kind of fruit or more cayenne pepper or whatever it might be. It's a process, though. Like I told you, I've made some sausages, man, that were they did not go out for sale.
How many? Okay, then, if you've got 10 for sale right now, and you said since it's a seasonal thing, you probably have another half a dozen recipes ready to go.
Top secret,
that you're working on, or that you keep that you'll put in later.
Right, I'm working on
rotate in your rotation.
Yeah,
right.
I'm really working on wanting to make like a Polish kielbasa. That's something I don't have that's like perfected yet. You know what I mean? I want like the standard sausages that you try.
See, now with a Polish kielbasa, wouldn't you probably need a heavier casing?
Yes, and that's what I'm learning. You know what I mean? All of these different stuff. Like the fresh brats are nice because they are stuffed in a natural casing, which is like a hog intestine.
Right.
It's a 32 diameter.
Very thin
link, and those are nice because those are easy to crank out. But man, these we could even classify like a bologna or a Polish or a hot dog. Those are all in different style casings. That's what I'm trying to get a few staple items that are tough to make. Hot dogs are tough to make, in my opinion.
Is that right?
I think so.
I didn't realize hot dogs were that tough.
You wouldn't think, because you just go and
pick them from
Bar S or whatever it is, man. You just chuck them on the grill and forget about it. But hot dogs have been tough. I was super frustrated making hot dogs the other day. Yeah.
Well, see, have you gone into the other meats like Braunschweiger and that kind of stuff?
See, that's I'm getting
You're
there.
Working
there. I'm working there because you have all these ingredients that are left over from the slaughter that.
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
You know what?
Nose to tail butchery, man.
You know what they call that? You know what they call that cut right underneath the tail?
What do you?
That's meat too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna clarify.
Okay, I'm sorry.
In our hot dogs, there's not the lips. There's not the okay. These are. I just got to get that out there because I've had some people ask me. Like,
have you really?
Like, did you go to the Bone Barrel and make these things? I'm like, no, I didn't. I would never do that.
Well, good. I'm glad we have clarified.
I can get on the air. Get on TV and say this, but so.
I know you said okay. How many failures do you think you have
every
each
day
time you get a good one? I mean, to get a good one like the Asian teriyaki that's your mix.
That's a mix.
You didn't come up with it. You didn't borrow that off of somebody.
It's a formulation. Formulation.
That's right.
It's been tweaked,
and it's good.
It's fantastic.
It's outstanding. It's outstanding.
It's a good one.
Look at me. I know bratwurst. I'm just telling you.
No, man.
That's really, really good. But to come up with that, how many do you think you threw out
Oh gosh!
Formulations.
One time I made this. It was called the Foothills Moon. This was a pack. This was a unit, right?
Okay.
And I go.
This one is borrowed.
This is borrowed, and a few of them are. You know what I mean? A few of them are just standard seasonings that are just great, man.
Sure.
Like
if it's good, it's good.
I can't come up with something like. I mean, this is awesome. So I tried this one called the Foothills Moonshine sausage one time, and it had blueberries in it. And I was all jazzed about this, man. And I made this sausage, and like I took one bite, and it tasted like.
It was not good.
It was pretty awful, and that went straight
blueberries.
Blueberries, you know, you go to these meat shows and all these seasoning companies are, you know, just throwing free samples at you. So I'm all jazzed. I get home and I'm, you know, slinging pork.
I'm going to do this.
Doing
this is
it,
going to work.
And you know, a few stuff like that. I try not to get too bizarre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that was getting out there for me. And like you said, I probably every 2 or 3 months, you know, I'll try something crazy, and it just doesn't work out. You start over.
Well, you see, that's the thing. You've got to keep.
You got to keep trucking, man.
Do you have you developed? I mean, you've been doing it for a year and a half there.
Yeah.
But you've been working in the shop for years and years before that.
No.
Well, I thought you worked in the shop before you
I
went
worked
down
there
south.
for 2 years as a cleanup boy.
Oh, well, they didn't let you.
So
Mike didn't let you near the meat?
No. I was scrubbing bone barrels and but it was nice. It was a humbling experience. You know what I mean? I learned a lot doing that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm talking here with Quinn Bible. We're going to talk about some other things when we return. We're going to talk about. I want to ask about beef and how folks can know that they're cooking the best. I bet you have chefs or cooks ask you all their people, men and women, consumers, asking you all the time. What's the best way to cook this?
Sure.
We're going to talk about that when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm Bruce. That's Quinn. Quinn Bible of Salt and Strings in Louisville. And we'll be back here after these words.
Cool.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
My name is Brett, and I used to smoke. I quit, but not until I got a serious gum disease. My tip to you is, your smile says a lot about you. What does this say?
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Morning, folks. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. This is Quinn Bible here next to me. He is one of the owner and operators of Salt and Strings in Louisville. It's a butcher shop and a local butcher shop, which you just don't. When's the last the local mainly butcher shop that you have seen that you're? I mean, you really don't have anything to fashion yourself, to model yourself after around here, do you?
You know, a good thing for Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff, because you can reach out and see like those boutique shops in Nashville and you know.
So there you
Louisville
saw when you were still down in Nashville. This is kind of what got you interested.
Yeah, I got interested in that. There's a huge community of people that participate in farmers markets. That's a big thing. The pasture to table kind of thing. That movement was becoming really big right when I was kind of moving out of Nashville, and I started to go to those farmers markets and just talk to those farmers and just kind of understand the process. I don't know where it came from. I just got really inspired.
That's what you got fired up about.
Yeah, I just got inspired. And then at the time, Mike was pursuing other opportunities. Yeah. And I had mentioned to him that I would, if you ever wanted to, because I knew kind of what he did. And I was like, man, this would be a great way to go back home and just kind of start over. And
let's talk a little bit about the butchering side. We'll talk a little bit about catering here in a little bit. But when you're talking about beef, you're a no-kill facility. You don't kill the beef. You purchase elsewhere.
Yeah, I outsource that.
You outsource the killing, but you know where the cattle comes from.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we go and
you either grow it yourself or you buy it from farmers' cattle.
Yeah, or I'll buy it. That I outsource the kill. I just haven't wanted to pursue that.
What do you prefer? We were talking a little bit before the show. What do you prefer to work with? A grass-fed, a corn-fed? You hear people talking, it's grass-fed beef. It's the best. And then you have, it's a corn-fed. It's clearly better. What's the best?
I like them both.
How would I know?
I like them both. I think it's a matter of just going in with an open mind and trying them both and being honest with your taste buds. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I really like the grass-fed. I've had the opportunity to try a few grass-fed roast, and I'm talking 100% grass-fed. Yeah. Because the cattle I raise, we do grass-feed them, but we do supplement a little bit of grain too.
Because the grain will help.
The grain helps the marbling, and just helps sustain the fat in the winter months too. Yeah. You know, it's cold out there. But like a grass-fed roast is really lean and just really tasty. But then I would prefer a corn-fed ribeye.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's ribeye, you're going to get the more marbling.
You're going to get the marbling, and like we said, fat is flavor. And man, you can't beat that kind of stuff.
Are expensive cuts? Does this Priceland cut make it more flavorful, or what are you buying?
How good are you cooking?
Well, that's the thing. What are you buying when you're paying $10 a pound or $8 a pound versus $5 a pound?
Well, your fillets are going to run you. That's the inside tenderloin on beef tenderloin. Or your filet mignon, and that's $15.99 a pound. At least at my place, sometimes it's higher.
Yeah.
That is an excellent cut of meat, but you can also turn that thing into a hockey puck too if you don't know what you're doing, and then it's an awful cut of meat.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's all about your approach to cooking. Man, you can take a sirloin steak, which is on the back end of the cattle, which is a quote unquote tougher part of the beef, and just make the best steak you've ever had in your life. It's all about your approach to cooking. We get a lot of questions. How should I cook this?
Yeah, that's one thing. Are you guys able to handle that kind of question?
Yeah, sure. Ribeye obviously leans itself to a hot and fast kind of cooking, but as we progress into time, I mean, there's so much science out there that says, not like the sous vide kind of stuff, like water bath, cook it and then sear it, and then it's done. You know what I mean?
What are your thoughts on sous vide? I got to tell you, I was looking to purchase a wedding present for somebody this week, and it was suggested to me I get them a sous vide system. Yeah. And I looked at that, and I watched a video on it. Yeah. And I said, I am never gonna buy somebody this because it takes away the creativity.
Sure.
I thought. Sure. But that's just me.
I think it's.
But I'm certain it's good for somebody. But boy,
as long as you're eating beef, that's the main thing.
Well,
no. What I'm saying is this.
That makes sense.
When I just heard about this sous vide thing, and it's like you said, it's like a water bath cooking, and you'll cook the ribeye for like an hour and a half. Yeah. And then you'll sear it in a cast iron pan or what have you. Right. And it's supposed to be the most consistent style of
consistency.
And that's awesome. That's great. But, a lot of people aren't going to go spend that kind of money on a sous vide system, or
a lot of people don't have an hour and a half to
exactly. So I just think it's paying attention to detail on the cooking. I think you asked what as far as cooking types, is it rare, medium, or well done? Obviously, it's just
personal preference.
It's a personal preference. It's a hard question to answer as far as style of cooking and what goes the best. Right, but you got the one thing I do want to get out there is just that if you have a chuck roast, you can't really cook that like a ribeye. It's not it's a muscle on the animal that is used and that's what I've learned from the guys at the store. That's a muscle that's used so often on the beef. Every time it takes a step, you know what I mean? It's going to be a tougher cut of meat. So that lends itself to low and slow cooking, just like a brisket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a muscle on the animal that is used so often.
What's the brisket used for? Where is that on the animal?
That would be like the front, kind of here's its head, and it's kind of the front.
That's the neck.
Yeah,
it's holding the neck up, holding the head up.
Exactly.
Holding this 200 or 300 pound head off the ground.
I mean, cattle can get up sometimes to 1,600 pounds. They get bigger than that, but roughly from 1,400 to 1,600 pounds, you're going to finish. And, people go and try to cook a brisket like it's a ribeye, or try to hot and fast and speed it up. It just doesn't work that way. You got to low and slow that baby and give it some time.
That's really cool.
That's what I'm learning about it.
See, now that's the thing. I've judged a couple of brisket contests in my life.
It's tough meat to cook.
They have them down south of Florida. They'll have the Xenia folks and the Flora folks get together and have that brisket contest. And that is it's a 14-hour.
It is
cook.
It is
for something to do it right.
Right, I would agree.
Tell me about. All right, you brought it up. So I got to ask. I know it. Yeah, this is the test. You brought up the filet mignons, and you talked about how to make sure it's good. I got to know. Mm-hmm. I've had some fillets that are inconsistent, and sometimes you'll get a fillet where you have a difficulty. Difficulty carving and difficulty chewing. Uh-huh. And to me, if you're paying $16 for a piece of meat,
you want it to taste like $16 a pound.
And you also want to be able to take your fork and be able to get through it.
Right.
That's the goal. Are you able to do that? Say yes.
Yes, you are. It is possible, but it is a struggle because that meat can turn so fast. As far as turning, I mean, it's just like 1 minute you think it's done, and then you leave it on there for one more minute, and you've made it. You've taken it past that threshold to where it's going to be enjoyable.
See, you know what I mean? Yes, I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, my family, pretty much every year for Christmas we get a beef tenderloin.
Yeah,
we get
it's awesome.
1, 2, or 3, and we put them on the big grill, and we'll turn them for 45 minutes and do the whole thing.
Yeah,
and marinate them, do the whole thing. Yeah. And that's basically that's filet mignon. You are basically carving up
delicious
a big filet mignon.
Yeah,
half the time, whenever I do it, I can do it with a fork. The other half I can't.
Right.
It's the inconsistency and that's what a local butcher shop, I presume, is going to stop, right?
I would think so. I mean, I don't market a whole lot of fillets just because it's an expensive cut.
It's tremendously expensive.
But I have done them, and I will do them for people.
Yeah.
I would say
bringing your own, doing out of your own cattle.
Yes, I have. I sold one the other day to a lady, and she really enjoyed it. As far as that, I don't know, because I don't know where you got it, and I don't know what process.
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
I don't know.
I'm not going to tell you.
Obviously, didn't get it from me. I'm joking.
Oh no, it was Sam's Club.
Hey, it's cool. They've got big stuff for a low
Sam's
price.
Club.
Yeah,
Sam's Club was awful, but then Sam's Club was pretty good one time.
Hey,
so that's the thing.
I'm not putting down the super. Like I told you, I'm not putting them down, man. They've all got their place in this world, and they feed families, and that's awesome. But
there's something to be said for knowing where it's coming from.
That's what we're trying to promote.
Tell me a little bit about you work with some dry aging that you don't find in Southern Illinois,
right? And like I said, I'm very. This is a new thing to me.
Yeah.
And it's something that's done in high-end restaurants and. You're
learning this process.
I am
to bring it to your customers.
Basically, the layman's understanding of it is it hangs in conditions that are, like I told you, meticulously controlled. Humidity is right where it has to be, and basically it's letting that beef kind of break down, the muscles on it break down, and it's the conditions that it's in are just optimum for.
So for the ding dong like me who might walk in and say, "Hey, what do you mean 40 days dry aging?
Mm-hmm.
Won't that make my steak spoil?" It's conditioned such that it won't.
Right. So I haven't got to reach that point yet of dry, because I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do a few, like maybe I'll do a short loin, T-bone, and then maybe I'll try to do a ribeye, a bone-in ribeye that way. And I talked to a chef when I was at a school one time, and he said that basically when they get to that point and they're so black looking and there's mold, obviously, but those aren't bad molds. You just got to trim those off.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a prosciutto or like a copa hanging in Italy, in some shop. Those molds are beneficial, but you just trim those off and then you cook, or you know what I mean? So we haven't got to that point of salt and strings.
See, here, although, this basically, to me, Quinn, this is Quinn Bible, to me, Quinn, this basically gets you to the art of the cooking.
Exactly. It is, and that is an art form, and it's a dying art form.
Yeah.
Because it is I know there's a lot of families still cook out there, but it is people want it now, and it's a convenience thing, which is you gotta provide for both sides of the spectrum.
What we've learned from this last segment is that Bruce will not sous vide.
Yeah. Hey, more power. If you're going to sous vide, go for it, man.
If you want to do it, if you think that's cool for you, you go ahead.
Like I told you, man, all I can stress is, and you made a note of it, it's braise, pan fry, or roast. You know what I mean? That's the three options of cooking that we have. If it's a tough cut, low and slow that thing. Don't cook it like a ribeye.
That's exactly
You know what I mean?
That's exactly right. That's Quinn Bible.
Yeah.
He and his wife own and operate Salt and Strings Butchery in Louisville. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're going to come back a little bit and talk maybe about the catering side of it, and we'll return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey on Wabash Catch TV right after these words.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Welcome to Clay County Hospital. Clay County Hospital and Clinics offer the best in services and care in the area, with a staff that strives to provide the very best in patient-centered care. We offer full hospital services including radiology, therapy, surgery, labs, and emergency services. Our clinics located in Flora, Louisville, and Clay City allow us to reach out to Clay County residents so that you never have to go far from home for your healthcare needs. In addition to our regular provider staff, we also offer affiliated specialty provider services at our Flora clinic. Finally, have a minor injury or illness but don't want to wait for an appointment? Our walk-in, no-appointment clinic hours in Flora are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 8 p.m., and Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Make Clay County Hospital your number one choice for healthcare, convenient and close to home.
Clay County Hospital, your number one choice in healthcare.
Get what you want and nothing else when you order a la carte internet from Wabash Communications. Wabash Communications is now able to offer a la carte internet called broadband only with fast download and upload speeds, reliable service, and unlimited data usage. No phone service is required for our broadband only plans. Our broadband only menu includes packages up to 1 gig download. Call us at 665-3311 now to order. Service availability and internet speed will depend on location. Contact us for details.
Come see us at Anthony's Wild West in downtown Flora.
Enjoy salad, pizza, and pasta buffet 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. Not hungry for pizza? Our menu features a variety of food for every taste.
Our dining room is large and spacious for two or a crowd. Let us help you host a private party in one of our banquet rooms. Visit the Fallout Shelter to have a drink with good friends. Then try your luck at one of our 5 gaming machines. See you soon in the Wild West.
I'm Brian. I was in the military for 18 years. I joined the service so I could serve my country and see the world. But I smoked, and I got heart disease. So a lot of the world I got to see looked like this. My tip is, it's hard to serve your country when you're too weak to put on your uniform.
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. Your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Tired of paying a big faceless company for your local telephone service in Flora? Now you can easily switch your 662 telephone number to Wabash Communications in Flora. That's right, Wabash can now provide local phone service to the Flora area, and yes, you can keep your 662 telephone number. It's available to both business and residential customers. Call us today at 662-3636. Wabash, your local telecommunications provider.
Welcome back, Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I am Bruce Dickey. That's Quinn Bible. We are coming to you on Wabash Catch TV here in Flora on Channel 100 or Channel 25, in Salem on Channel 3, and we do appreciate you tuning in each day. Quinn is here, and we've been talking about all kinds of stuff with Salt and Strings Butchery up in Louisville. One thing that a couple of items to mention before we move on to the catering. Tell me a little bit about if somebody wants kind of an odd cut. I mean, you ever sell a tongue?
Yeah, I will sell some
Those
of that.
Those are big things, aren't they? I mean, they're that long.
They're kind of scary looking.
They really are. How does somebody cook a tongue?
I think it's more of a braised type of cut. I've had it a couple ways. The texture to me is kind of more like a roast. Really? It's got a really kind of flaky sort of texture, and I would recommend if you're going to cook a tongue, cook it and then peel the outer layer off.
Cook it first, then peel it off?
Yeah, some folks don't do that. They don't peel the taste buds and all that stuff that's on there. They don't peel that off, and then of course it tastes like you're eating a tongue. You know what I mean? I don't think it was supposed to be texturally. It freaks people out.
Yeah, I can see that.
And but I've had it without the outer layer, and that it's really a good cut.
With Memorial Day coming up, have you got the gigantic truckload of pork steaks built up, ready to go?
I'll have all kinds of good stuff going on.
What do you got coming for this week for Memorial Day?
Man, we got ground beef patties. We're gonna have pork burgers, brats. We do.
You said how much pork burgers do you make?
We made 1,600 pounds the other day, and
how long will that take you to go through? Every few weeks? Yeah,
we'll make pork burgers probably. We'll make that amount probably every, maybe every month. Wow. We'll go through that, but that's a lot of burgers.
Yeah. So you're ready for Memorial Day.
Oh yeah, come on by.
Pork steaks.
We're gonna have pork steaks.
And it's all fresh. It's all local and all fresh.
Cutting hogs right now, baby.
Well, how about that? That's the coolest. Speaking of local and fresh, you're still you haven't shut off the processing. You still got a lot of that processing.
Dude, no, we do a lot of custom deer processing. That's the only kind of processing that we'll do. Go harvest a deer and they can bring it into us. We'll skin it. and get the cuts out of it. And then we make a summer sausage, salami. We make a thing called deer bacon, which is kind of a chopped and formed product, which is really good. And then we make snack sticks.
What's we were talking coverings earlier. Yeah. What's the biggest covering, the heaviest covering? Is it on a summer sausage?
I would say so. That's a fibrous casing. That's about 2 inches. Yeah. And it is.
I mean, it's the thickest. Is that the thickest one you ever do?
Yeah, I do a bologna sometimes that I don't know how thick it is, but we do a bologna, a deer bologna.
So you make your own bologna?
Yeah, we make our own deer bologna. I don't have a deli bologna yet because we sell a bologna in the store called Cry Bologna. Yeah. And it's been a staple of the store for a lot of years, and it's just hard to beat that bologna. It's just a good bologna.
This is Quinn Bible from Salt and Strings. If folks want to find you online, how do they do that?
saltandstrings.com.
Okay.
Just like it sounds, and we're pretty active on the Facebook page.
Take a look at the website. It's very creative. It was well
had
done.
A lot of help on that. Yeah. We
Plus, I was looking on there.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that that you do a ton of catering.
A lot of catering. That's a huge part of the business.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're going to be busy like all year long?
Yeah. Definitely going into the.
What's the biggest party you'll do?
I
mean, if somebody asks, boy, I tell you, Quinn, I've got this daughter that's getting married. I'm just really the wedding list keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
That's when you go up north to T-Town and Effingham, man. Those weddings up there are huge, and it's a good time. We've catered upwards of 600 people at a wedding at the KC Halls. You know what I mean? In Effingham and T-Town. Yeah. Awesome weddings there. They'll range anywhere from 150 to 600 people, just depending on the family. And we'll do factory shifts too. Like, I think at the end of the month we're going to do NAL over here, and that's going to be like 1,000 people.
Oh, is that right?
Between 3 shifts. Yeah. I think it might be more than that. I've just got so much going on that I'm trying to keep it straight. But we're going to be grilling out.
I know they employ like 2,400.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll feed that many. Wow. Like I said, I probably just undercutted that big time. But maybe that's just like the comfort thing. Maybe it's only 1,000 people.
It's only 150 people.
Yeah, but it's like you get it there early and get the grills going, do the work. I mean, you just got to do the work. Catering is it's fun because you're constantly on the road going somewhere, and you get to meet a lot of interesting people. And
how are you filled up for June, or are you always looking for more? Or how's that work? Can you handle more than one job at a day?
Sure.
5 at a day? Some point you're going to be too full. Quinn.
People wouldn't believe it, but our cook Lisa McElroy, she does all this by herself.
Really?
So sometimes we'll have jobs. She does the hot bar Monday through Friday.
Like I say, you've got that in the store.
In the store, yeah, we do a lunch hot bar, 11 to 1 are kind of our hours on that. But she cooks for the hot bar, and then she'll sometimes we'll have jobs, and we'll have 2 or 3 weddings a day, and 200 people at one, 350 at one, and say there's a small one of 75.
Wow.
And she'll cook all that.
Small.
It's crazy. And in this tiny little kitchen, I don't know, you didn't get to see our kitchen, but man, it's like the size of this table.
No kidding.
But somehow we do it and we get through it. But
what's on the hot bar every day?
It varies. It varies. The hot bar,
Am I going to find a bratwurst from time to time?
Sometimes, yeah. She'll make like beer brats, or she'll make a pineapple teriyaki. She'll whip those up, it just varies every day. There's always fried chicken, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, corn, standard stuff. But then.
I've got a party this weekend. What's the best bratwurst for about 80 people?
Oh boy!
If I want to pick a nice brat,
you want to just please the whole crowd.
Please everybody.
Man, the Illini Land brat is so good.
Really,
back-to-back world champ brat. Old recipe. Man, I bet this recipe's probably
and then just toss in some of the
This brat is your standard German style. It's a cooked brat. It's like white. They're awesome, man.
What's the best way to do it? What's your favorite way to cook a brat?
Simmer them in beer.
Boil it first. Yeah, I'm sorry. Boil it first and then just finish them.
Yeah,
on the grill?
simmer it. And this is a pre-cooked product. So simmer it in beer. Your favorite, maybe like a dark beer, like a Shiner or something like that. And simmer it in that, and then throw it on the grill, your Weber or whatever you got, and just get both sides kind of get that char on.
Get a little char.
And then put some sauerkraut.
Texture.
some Polchmans, a little mustard. Oh, it's delicious. But I would say if you're going to feed a wide group of people, that's what I take to cookouts.
That's Quinn Bible from Salt and Strings. Stop by, go to saltandstrings.com or stop by in Louisville. Thanks very much for coming on.
Hey, buddy. Thanks
Appreciate
for having
it.
me.
Have a great day. That's why Big Talk with Bruce Dickey today. We'll talk to y'all real soon.